Some police departments across the country are changing tactics because of this case. Our Ryan Henson spoke with two local law enforcement leaders who say new protocols are needed, but the path forward is unclear.
Well, and here at the St. Anne Police Department, the chief says they're always looking for new ways to improve policing, and he says they're just trying to get a little bit better each day. I also spoke with the Jefferson County Sheriff on the other side of the metro area. He says across the board, when it comes to implementing new police practices and also making sure we hire the right officers, well, our country is at a crossroads.
America is in a new era of policing.
The fact is, law enforcement has to change.
Jefferson County Sheriff Dave Marshak says it starts with a look in the mirror.
I think law enforcement has to recognize we've had a dark past in terms of policing minority communities.
But he says law enforcement can't do it alone.
We need to invest more in training. We need to invest more for a quality compensation package to make sure we're keeping the police officers that are, the good cops. I think there's a number of things that we need to do as a community to make sure that we have solid law enforcement. And that's going to take an investment, not defunding.
He suggests sending specialized units, such as mental health professionals, to certain calls. In the community of St. Anne in St. Louis County, the chief says recent hires have already made an immediate impact.
Most of the time in law enforcement, we just deal with the problem and there's never any follow-up.
The department has new coordinators and advocates who the chief says have already improved transparency in the community. Just recently, the department said it would change the color of its tasers from black to yellow. Chief Aaron Jimenez realizes his department doesn't have the best reputation, but says it's a new department today.
It is life-changing for us. We're constantly trying to move forward, and being progressive while still being proactive is huge. To try to change that image.
Meanwhile, Jefferson County Sheriff Marshak sits on a state law enforcement commission. He says right now they're in discussions on increasing the minimum hours a trainee needs to get their license.
Moving forward, there needs to be an increase in the basic minimum standards.
That commission has already made changes. Now every new recruit must go through a class talking about the history of policing and minority communities. I'm Ryan Henson, 5 on your side.